Hey guys, it's Layla. Welcome to day 6 of the 30-day challenge. So today is a really good one. Today is 30 interesting facts about me. And there's no way I was going to remember all of them, so I actually wrote them down. So let's get started. So the first one is I have scrapes on my kneecaps, on both of them. So I always joke and say that I don't know what it's like to have like normal kneecaps. As a kid, I was very clumsy. And like sometimes I still like trip and fall, but both of them have at least like two scrapes on the kneecap, so it's just a part of who I am. Number two is I am an introvert, most definitely an introvert. Number three is I'm a Sagittarius, which is kind of uh, interesting for a Sagittarius because most Sagittarius are extroverts. But I just recently found out that I have a Virgo moon and I'm a Capricorn rising, so the Capricorn brings out the introvert in me. I like my alone time, especially if I'm having a rough day or something like that. I just like to find a space off somewhere because I just need a couple seconds or a minute to myself because that's just what the introvert in me needs. So number four is I wear crystals every single day. I don't, well, I used to wear all of these, but some days I change it up. But I always wear my chakra bracelet, and I usually always either have on the amber, but this one is green onyx. This is called dragon blood amber, green aventurine, and then this is smoky quartz, and then rose quartz. And I love this rose quartz because it has a pendant. I actually bought this one as a bracelet. Sorry, I actually bought it as a necklace, but I didn't like it as a necklace, so I just added it to my bracelet. And then I have to show you this really cool crystal. I don't wear it often, but this is citrine and amethyst. And the reason why I got it is because I don't get natural sunlight in my room. And sunlight actually cleans your crystals. So I did some research and found that citrine actually cleans crystals. So that's why I got it. Whenever I wear this bracelet, I always get compliments. It's really pretty. All right, so number five. This is like a TMI one. So I sweat a lot in the face. So I always wear SPF, and in the summertime when I go out, like my face is just always. I can even walk to the subway, which is an 8-minute walk, which is like maybe 4 or 5 blocks, and like my face is just sweating, and like it's just bad. And then like I always sweat on my upper lip. You even see that in some of my videos, and like people just I don't know, like if your armpits sweat, people don't say, "Hey, your armpits are sweating," but for whatever reason, they feel the need to let you know that like your upper lip is sweating. So whatever. Number six, I don't identify with favorite things. Like I don't like when people ask me like, "What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite color?" Because I'm like, there's so many things for me to just have one favorite. It's very hard for me to pinpoint it. If I have one favorite thing, it must be like I'm really solid with that because I'm a little wishy-washy. I change my mind a lot. So it's hard for me to have like a favorite movie or favorite color. I can have like favorites movies, favorite colors that I enjoy, but not one. Number seven, I am afraid of cats and dogs. I've gotten better as I gotten older, but as a kid, I was actually chased twice by a dog. So I guess that just stuck with me when I tell people that. They're kind of like, oh, okay, that makes sense because people love dogs and animals. But if I'm at your house and like your dog is rambunctious or you have a cat that's running up or any type of pet, I'm just like, can you put that up? Like, I'm not a fan of dogs and cats. Number eight, which is weird, I guess. I like big animals. Like growing up, I had a horse. Her name was Honey. I loved Honey. I had a cow, which is random. Her name was Erica, like a person name. I just loved the name Erica when I was a kid. So I love big animals. I still love horses. Like I'll go and up and like start talking to a horse or something like that. I don't know if it's a Sagittarius in me, but I love horses. And if I could have a pet elephant, I would have a pet elephant. Like I love elephants. Like they're so smart and caring and thoughtful. They're just compassionate animals. So I absolutely love elephants. Number nine, I love going for walks no matter the season. It can be summer, winter, spring, whatever. Even if it's snowing outside, like I have to get outside and get fresh air. I love being outside in nature. Number 10, I don't know how to swim. Never took swimming lessons as a kid. I'm thinking about taking adult swimming lessons. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I don't know how to swim. If I go to like I went to a swimming park or whatever, like a theme park, and like I knew my limits. Like I'll get on some of the rides, but the ones that just drop you straight into the water, not for me. Number 11. So my favorite season is fall. I love fall. I love the changing of the leaves. I love how you can layer with skirts and tights, boots, scarves, jackets, hats. I just love fall. Number 12. I don't wear jeans like ever. I don't even own a pair of jeans. I have jeggings, which are like legging jeans, but I haven't worn those since last year, and I have like a pair. But usually I'm always in a skirt or a dress. And then when I go to the gym, I wear leggings. So if I'm running out for random errands, I have on leggings. But mostly it's dresses and skirts. 13. I never had a official full-time job with benefits. And I know a lot of people think that's like weird, but I think it's cool now. Like I've always been either full-time contractor, freelancer, temp, but I've never had the experience of being like an FTE, full-time employee with the insurance benefits and all of that. So I think it's cool now. Even as I get older, because I don't want a typical 9 to 5 job. So it's nice to kind of see that I'm being supported in that realm without having to actually have one. Number 14, I don't watch scary movies. I gave up scary movies in high school because they were never scary. You know, when you're in high school, you go like to a scary movie for a date or something like that, and we would just always leave it thinking like the movie was just stupid almost. Now, I mean, I feel like movies have gotten scarier, but now I'm not gonna watch them because I may actually be scared. I don't know. 15. I like watching documentaries, and my favorite type of show are crime shows. So I love like First 48. I'll watch Snap sometimes, Law and Order SVU, but I love watching documentaries. Number 16, this goes along with what I like to watch. So if I'm on Netflix or something like that, picking out a documentary or a movie I've never seen, it never fails. If there's a movie that has the background of New York City, I'm watching it hands down. Like it doesn't matter. Documentaries, mostly all of them that I've seen, had a New York storyline. I watched one about a nun. There was one about Brooklyn precinct. I forget the name, like 4757, something like that. But New York all the way, definitely. Even movies. A good romance movie with a New York background, yes. Okay, 18. I rarely wear colors. I counted one time. I had like 14 black dresses, so I wear black a lot. I don't in pops of color though, like maybe shoes or if I go to the gym, I usually have like a pink sports bra with like all black, and my shoes are pink and orange, and like even now I have like something pulling my hair back, it's a pop of color, or if I wear like lipstick or something, it's a pink. But usually clothes are black. 19. I mentioned this in day 5. I love riding in the car when it rains. Like, it's the best feeling ever because, like, it's so much going on outside, but you feel so safe in your car. I just love that. 20. I'm originally from Mississippi, and as a kid, I always knew I wanted to move here. Like, always. Like, there was never a doubt in my mind that I was leaving Mississippi. Just never was. 21, I learned how to drive by driving a tractor. So our family like had land in the country, and my dad had a tractor. So my sister and I would just that's how we started learning. That's how we started learning how to drive, was with tractors. And actually, my sister, who's 18 months older than I am, she taught me how to drive. And I started learning on the tractor, and then when I started driving a car, I started driving on the interstate. So I'm a way better interstate driver than I am in the city or in town. Like interstate all the way. 22. Growing up, during the summertime, my dad would take my sister and I to the park. Like every day we would go to the park and walk. So maybe that's why I love walking and things like that. But my dad was like 6'2", 6'3". So we would have to keep up with him in the park. So my sister and I, we walk really, really fast. And like, of course, we're like 5'5", 5'4", but like we can haul it because we remember just having to like keep up with my dad in the summertime in the parks. 23. So my first name is Andrea, and I have my sister named Angela. And so growing up, people thought we were twins, so they would always mix our names up. They would call me Angela, her Andrea, and even when we get family members who haven't seen us in a while, they'll switch our names. So that happens now in our lives when we're not even around. So for instance, this lady sent an email and she wanted it was a work email, so she wanted to introduce this lady to me. And she said, "Hey, this is Andrea. She's on the team, blah blah blah." So I kid you not, her response was, "Hey Angela, it's nice to meet you." And it's like, where did you even get that from? Or even if people say Angela and like I'm around, she's not around, I just almost naturally look around and respond because I'm so used to that. And even my sister, she's married now, and she's an AKA, and she got her papers, chapter papers, and they called her Andrea. And like they have no idea who I am, so she'll get mail with my name on it addressed to her. So it's kind of weird. Number 24. I played the piano for years as a kid. I believe when I started at 4 or 5 and I went all the way up to high school, I love playing classical music. That was like my thing. 25, I was in a band all the way up to high school. I kind of wish I stayed in college, but I was in band, played a clarinet, and was on color guard. I was a color guard captain my senior year. And I remember I always wanted to play the saxophone, but my mom had a clarinet. She played in the band, so it was kind of like we have a clarinet at home, you're playing a clarinet, we're not buying a saxophone. Number 26. So my sister and I both played the piano, and we used to play it at our church for like Children's Day or Children's Sunday. It was a very teachable moment because even though I was like good at classical music, we sucked at like church music and gospel music. So like we would be up there stumbling along and we just it was a teachable moment, like I don't know, I guess a perseverance or sticking it out because we were terrible. 27. So I have been natural for 8 years, and no matter if my hair is natural or when it was relaxed, something that people will always notice about me was my hair. Always compliments about my hair. Other features that people notice are usually my eyes. It depends if you're talking to me or something like that. Like the light just hits them perfectly. Like my eyes almost sparkle a little bit sometimes. And then people notice my smile. So it's either my hair, whether it's straight, natural, relaxed, eyes and smile are things people notice. Number 29. This is like an insecure one. Like I don't like having my arms out. Like even now, there's like a sleeve to it. So in the summertime, I have like a sleeve. I never wear like spaghetti straps or anything like that. There's always has to be something at least up to here, like covering my arms, because I feel like they're so big and I don't like having my arms out. And so the last one, number 30, is I'm sarcastic. My personality is very sarcastic, and I love to make people laugh and smile though. Like even though I'm an introvert, like I love having like that ability to kind of pull out a smile out of someone or make them laugh, or because when you're laughing with someone, it's like such a good bonding moment. So I love that. So yeah, those are 30, I hope, interesting facts about me. I will see you guys for day 7. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.